Hi everyone, in this video we're going to go over how to enable registration for an upcoming Zoom meeting that you're hosting. To start, open a web browser and navigate to zoom.us and go ahead and sign in with your IBC email address. When you enable registration, this can only be done through the website of Zoom and not the Zoom Workplace application. So keep that in mind if you want to enable registration. Once you're signed in, click on Meetings on the left. And because I don't have any upcoming meetings, we're going to schedule one by clicking Schedule a Meeting. We're going to leave these defaulted except for re-registration. Right now, there's a checkbox that says Required. Let me leave that blank for now. I'm going to save this meeting. Right now, we have Details, Polls, Quizzes, Survey, and Live Streaming tabs available for the meeting we just saved. But if I want to enable registration, I can click on Edit. And I can enable required here for registration. So you can enable registration after the fact of creating a meeting. So let's save that. Now you'll see I have a new tab up here called registration. If I click on registration, I can see that I have 0 registrants for my upcoming meeting, which makes sense because we just created that. Below that, you will see registration options. You can see when you click on edit, that when participants submit their registration, that they will automatically be approved, meaning they will automatically receive the Zoom link meeting information once they submit their registration form, versus manually approve, where you as the host has to manually approve each registration form that comes in. The other options you have available are to send an email to the host, close the registration after meeting date, which we highly recommend because you don't want people to register for your meeting after the fact it happened, allowing registrants to join from multiple devices, restricting the number of registrants, showing the social share buttons on the registration page, and show the join info on the registration confirmation page. Now, if you change your registration from automatically approved to manually approved, you'll notice that the last option where it shows the Zoom meeting information is no longer an option because you as the host has to manually approve the registrant first. For now, we're going to leave this to automatically approve. Up here, you'll have a tab for additional questions. On the registration form, by default, the first name and email address is required. Zoom also asks for a last name, but if you don't want the last name, you can always uncheck that. For now, let's just leave that checked. And if you want to add additional questions, for example, if I wanted to ask, what is your favorite animal? I can input that as a question. Leave the question type to short text so the registrant can manually type out their answer, and click on Save. If I wanted to add another question saying, is your favorite color red? And I want to set this to a yes or no answer, I can do that by selecting single choice and filling in the answers here. Make sure you click on Save, because if you click on Save All without clicking on Save for the question, your question will not be created. So now that I clicked on Save for both questions, I'm going to click on Save All. It'll take you back to your meeting details, or the meeting registration page. Click on Details. Then here at the registration link, if you copy and paste this, you can send this to any potential registrants of your upcoming meeting. So when you go to that link, it will take you to your registration page you just created. And if you wanted to, you could fill this out. IBC Tech Services. And let's say yes. Once you register and you join, you'll automatically have the option to join the meeting. However, you will also receive an email with the join meeting information. As the host, if I go back to registration, since we filled out that form, you can see under registrants, now we have 1 registrant. So if you view that, you can see Harry Potter has registered to join. And that's how you can view your registrants. All right, thanks for sticking around.